Good morning, students. How are you? Fine? Okay, I am also fine. My dear students, today the entire world suffer directly or indirectly COVID-19. In this situation, the government of India and Karnataka take so many steps regarding the education. So we should not discourage. We must face this problem courageously. Okay, my dear students, today we see everywhere there are so many people faces problems, and a man without human values is meaningless and meaningless life. The Gandhiji told a man without human values, he or she may be a scholar, they are zero when we compare to a common man with human values. This means human values is very important. So, in this regarding, today we take a lesson. There is a girl with a track. So, this lesson is based on human values. A school dropout student saved the life of a call center girl. She is a very genius and intelligent. So we discussed about a school dropout boy, how he saved the life of a girl. Okay, my dear students, today we have taken a lesson. There is a girl by the track. So listen carefully. When we reading the lesson, you must see the textbook carefully. Okay. There is a girl by the track. Devan Canal. As the Mumbai suburban electric train made its 22nd 6:32 p.m. halt at a station, commuters swarmed out and its 12 packed coaches. It is a regular scene in and around India's most populated metropolis. My dear students, it means a regular scene of a railway station. You take any railway station or a bus station, there must be a passenger source coming and going, arrival and departure of the students and travelers, so many people. So this is a regular scene. So having just managed to squeeze herself into a lady's compartment, 21-year-old call center executive Roma Talreja tried to settle into a corner near the door. The train hurtled ahead and Roma, jammed between other women, was trying to find some space to stand safely on when she suddenly got pushed, lost her tenuous foothold and panicked. So this is a regular scene when the Roma Talreja call center girl is going to work. The train is very rush. They are very struggle to take a seat. Her hands reached for the steel railing above, but finding only air, Roma was thrown. But of course, the clattering roar of the train muffled the thud of her fall on the ground more than a meter below. She was knocked senseless. So the train is very rushed. So many passengers are there, and it is very difficult to take a place. Suddenly they fell down from the train. It is a serious situation. Standing near the door of another train speeding in the opposite direction, 20-year-old Baleshwar Mishra could not believe what he had just seen. A young woman in a black silver kameez laying next to the tracks. Meanwhile, gasps and screams emanated from his compartment. There is a girl by the tracks. The voice carried out. See, nobody can save the life of the Roma Talreja. One boy who is traveling from the opposite side of the train, he see the situation, he is surprised. He cried, "There is a girl with a track. There is a girl with a track." Impulsively, Pyaleshwar went and grabbed the train's red emergency chain and pulled it frantically. The train screed showing down. He then survived the compartment full of weary faces. "Let's go and help her," she shouted, but nobody volunteered, afraid of getting involved, of being inconvenienced, perhaps. See, and that situation, nobody can care that situation. In the metropolitan cities, nobody cared to anyone. So that boy was very surprised and he was eagerly come to further save the life of the Roman Talreja. So, my dear students, his heart hammering his chest, Baleshwar showed himself to the door and jumped off, still moving train. As she landed on the ground, a burst of pain shot up in his ankle, but there was no real damage. He got up to the find part of his old rubber slipper sole torn off as a result of his fall, but Baleshwar started to sprint back between the tracks as his train picked up speed again and disappeared. So finally, the boy Baleshwara Mishra jumped out of the train and she rushed to save the life of the Roman Talreja. He has just simply got a damages. Baleshwar was so far away from Roma, he could not see her. "I hope I am not too late," he thought, gasping for the breath. After running for survival minutes, he found her sprawled by the side of the tracks. "Behenji, aap theek hai?" he asked. "Sister, are you okay?" But there was no response and no help sight. They were alone somewhere between two stations, 5 kilometers apart in Thane district, which borders Mumbai. So when Baleshwar Mishra was going to that place and he asked to the Roman Talreja, "Hello, my dear sister, are you okay?" So she could not speak anything. So, my dear students, regarding this paragraph, we should write a glossaries, some glossaries on the board, that is suburban. So there are so many unknown words and difficult words are there. That is, suburban means of a place outside a city. Commuters, one who travels to workplace daily. Swarm, rush, tenuous, weak or shaky. Panic, suddenly feel frightened, clattering, making a loud sound. Muffled means silence. Thud, low sound. Gasp, a deep breath taken when surprised. So these are all the difficult or glossaries regarding this passage. Okay, my dear students. What happened next? Woman said, saying a silent prayer. He lifted the 5 foot 250 kilo Romas singularly and made his way across the tracks, looking out of trains and searching for a way out. He crossed through some shrubbery and followed the direction of the sounds until he found the road. "My sister is injured," he implored a motorist who drove by. "Please help me. Take her at a sport hospital," but no one stopped. My dear students, so today we are seeing so many scenes. He take up that girl and she begged for the passengers, "Please save my sister's life. Nobody can help." That morning on December 2010, a Friday, Roma Talreja arrived at call center bright and early. The BCom graduate from Pune had been working there for 2 years, loving her jobs, taking and connecting to customers and making new friends there. After work, she went to the cafeteria where and friends laughed and made plans to weekend. Then, heading home alone after her shift, Roma was looking forward to having supper with her parents and brothers and a long phone chat with her fiancé Vijay. So this is she's very planned to enjoy the weekend. She is planned to going to the cinema and cafeteria and so many things. But the God grace, his entire plan is changed. Baleshwar Mishra has very different story. The lanky youngster from Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh, is an unemployed high school dropout who's recently come to Mumbai, living with his two older brothers. His job hunt and proved fruitless. Now he was treading water and had resigned himself to the fact that he was running out of options. He had spent his day with a friend, grabbed lunch, and watched a movie. As Baleshwar boarded the train home, he pondered over his future. But all he could now think of was saving a stranger's life. See how it is totally changed. The Baleshwar Mishra was a school dropout boy and he is searching for a job to Mumbai. And that girl was a job holder, she is enjoyed. This is how the situation is changed. The job searching boy was changed to save the life of the Roma Telreja. Okay. So, my dear students, innumerable motorists drove by, some even slowing down to see the young man struggling to hold the blood-covered woman in his arms. Just when he had begun to lose hope, a tempo truck pulled over and its driver, a middle-aged man who spoke Gujarati, stepped out. See, Baleshwara Mishra take a struggle to take the hospital, but nobody can stop the vehicles. But a Gujarati, a tempo truck driver, stopped. Help me, Baleshwar pleaded, and man helped Baleshwar lay Roma down in the back of his truck. Baleshwar was quickly telling the driver that had happened when a traffic policeman arrived. Take the girl to Airoli, suggested the cop. There is a hospital there, but Baleshwar disagreed. Airoli was at least 10 kilometers away. See, my dear students, there is a near hospital, is very a small hospital. The Baleshwar was told the tempo truck driver to take the hospital of Airoli. But there is a 10 kilometer away. So we do not take any accidental peoples to first aid is very important. There is a closer place I know of at Baleshwar. 10 minutes later, they arrived at a small hospital where nurse helped to take the young woman in. But as the facility lacked personnel and equipment, the on-duty physician wasn't able to do more than give basic first aid. He advised that she be moved to nearby hospital. So Baleshwar Mishra take the first aid and take away from the nearest hospital for the further treatment. Baleshwar and the driver had no choice but to move her back into the truck. When the vehicle launched forward, Roma stirred and her eyes fluttering open. So when she take the first aid, she was slowly speak and fluttering their eyes. Roma, she managed to grind out. Whom can I call? He asked quickly, fearing that she would black out once more. My brother Dinesh, she said, slowly giving him Dinesh's cell phone number. Baleshwar memorized it and watched as Roma's eyes soon lost focus and rolled back into the darkness. So the Roma Telreja had a telephone diary. In that diary, the address of his brother Dinesh, and Baleshwar take this address and she informed the incident of Roma Talreja. Chacha, can I borrow your mobile? Baleshwar asked, and the driver paused in his phone. Dinesh Talreja was wrapping up his day at his marketing job at a retail outlet and Ullasnagar when his phone rang from a number he did not recognize. Dinesh boy, a voice asked, your sister Roma has fallen off a train and were taking her to Divine Hospital in Dansoli. So Baleshwara Mishra take the help of the truck driver phone. He informed to the incident. The Dinesh came. I am on my way, said Dinesh, rushing towards his motorcycle. Roma arrived at a Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital and Research Center minutes later. Dr. Anil Agarwal, the medical director, seeing the extent of Roma's injuries, admitted her immediately to the ICU without any paperwork. So this is so many doctors today instead of taking the treatment, they are doing the paperwork. That means so many lives are died. So this human values doctors did not take any paperwork. Suddenly to admit the patients and take the treatment. It is very important. He asked Baleshwar to hang around until Roma's family arrived. That was when they noticed that the driver, having done all he could, had slipped away with his truck. Oh, he could not think him, Baleshwar thought. So Baleshwar was take a very intelligent way. So he saved the life of the Roma Talreja. My dear students, regarding this, I will stop here and I can give you silently the reading. My dear students, you see how we are reading. I can give you a silent reading for a while. Okay, tell me and understand what you heard, please. Here, so many difficult words. Suburban, of a place outside a city. Commuter, one who travels to workplace daily. And show, push roughly. Sprint, run very fast. Sprawled, lies stretched. Okay, my dear